Hello and welcome to this video playing Speckledband with Black. Okay, it's got a good number of games played. Playing the Smith Morra, and I declined it. Just it's often reasonable. Just for a Blitz game, people who play the Smith Morra rarely play the white side of a Morroxy bind in a good way. It's just a general observation over the years, but we'll see what happens. This definitely is okay for white, what he played. So bishop e6. I'd like to trade a little bit here. Got less space and trades are welcome. So rook c8. Not sure about this. This is usually helpful. Cover e7. I have 4 minor pieces. This is a little bit too much in this position. I'd like to have some traded. Yeah, white is definitely a bit better. Okay, this is not usually that dangerous, but we'll see. Trading this bishop. As mentioned, I don't mind trades. Now knight d5, that would be nice for me, but don't think he's going for that. I think he wants to rather play for an attack. Maybe queen b2 or something like that, yeah. Okay, maybe get the knight over to the king side. I'm also preventing h5. This is an interesting moment because I'm not sure that this is actually a threat. I don't think it is. So I'm going to allow the capture. This is, I think, improving my pawn structure a little bit. He should not be able to attack the pawn on e6, and with the pawn on e6, at least knight d5 is never an option. Yeah, that looks pretty okay. Interesting. Why? Isn't h6 just okay? Let's do that. I also have the idea to play queen h5 and then maybe g5. Okay. Let me no. Then maybe bishop e2 then, right? That actually does make some sense. g5 is definitely a move. And then use the e5 square. Now queen e5. That is a beautiful square for the queen. I cannot take on g3 because f6 is a check. But now, yeah, I was seriously threatening this. Are we going to checkmate him on the h file? Almost. Okay, so the other idea here is to prepare b5 actually. Maybe I should have gone for that anyway. Threatening b5 now. The move a4 would stop that in its tracks, but that gives me plenty of dark square play. Okay, so b5 now. Knight b6, I have rook b8. So b5 he goes to b2, right? That is his idea. And now I could go b4. But he is not actually... I think I should do that, actually. Play b4. This can also come to c5. Oh, right. So he's preparing f4. But f4, there's still e4 hanging. Okay, so knight e4. Knight e3. Okay. Sorry. King e3. Knight c3 doesn't work. Try to fix all his pawns on light squares. Maybe I had something more substantial, like something tactical, but I did not see it, like winning a pawn. That would have been, of course, even nicer, but I did not see it. Couldn't make it work. Okay, not a move that I expected, but it's interesting. Yeah, I have to take that. That's a bit of a letdown that this is necessary. That is really not good. I was totally planning on exploiting the bad bishop. Well, this is nothing, and just equal. Rook f1. Okay, rook f1 I thought was a bit better. No, it's still equal. Rook f1, rook cf1. Yeah, it's still equal. I will try, but it's just objectively it's nothing. Rook a. Wow. Why? That was not necessary. Yeah, somehow I ground him down in this position, but that was not necessary at all. I think there are some instructive moments. I think when we start here, I don't think bishop g5 is all that pointed. The bishop trade I don't mind, but white is not worse, not by any means, but I wouldn't really play bishop h6 myself. So takes, and the engine suggests queen b2. This is indeed a very good idea, and something that I also feared during the game, because it threatens all these discovered checks, and I have to lose a tempo due to that, like f6 or king g8, and then after knight d5, let's play that. And then there is this b4 idea, and it's really uncomfortable. So this is also why maybe the bishop exchange is not so bad if he follows it up with queen b2. The way it happened, I was not really that concerned. Bishop g4 is also a very valid move. The bishop is notoriously useless in such a position and would be happy to trade here. Very true. Good. 97 is not a mistake. But I think what he should not do is what he did, going for this exchange. It really does not help. Like, in this position, I'm just starting to be in very good shape. Maybe I should play it actually without a queen trade. But, I mean, I'm happy with this. This position is just good. Yeah, this is just a good position. I can probably improve in some way. Knight h5 to f4 is interesting, but okay, I'm kind of wondering if there was something here. Oh, knight b6 is a move. Wow. He has this sacrifice. Interesting. Yeah. It seems that I cannot take, yeah, because this is a bit too fast. Yeah, okay. Not nice. So that was interesting. And here, okay, the computer wants to take on c4. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't understand that. The problem is he cannot take because of d5 and I'm winning material. Ah, that is a huge point. If he has to take with the pawn, it's obviously something that I should do. Isolate his pawn, and then I have excellent squares and plenty of pawns to attack. I know that my pawn structure also looks a little bit, yeah, a little bit shaky, but he can actually not attack them at all. How does he attack those? It doesn't work. Yeah, b4 in comparison is of course much worse. And now we played this weird f4. I mean, weird, yeah, it's surprising, but it seems to work. Yeah, I am not able to exploit it in any way. And here he seems to be fine. Bishop h5 is an interesting solution, just forcing off this bishop. And it seems like the engine doesn't want to play that move, but it looks fine. I mean, I cannot move the king. This is certainly maybe this would blunder an exchange, but like this doesn't look right. Yeah, to move into all those checks, so I have to take it. And this is probably just equal. And here rook f1 I thought would be better, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah, it's equal. I mean, here you can take, yeah, and force me to take with the pawn for equality. Still, this should not lose, of course, but he completely lost the plot here. This is, I guess, still okay. And now, yeah, take. Yeah, c5. I don't know. c5 must be based on some weird, yeah, miscalculation. I don't know. He had 14 seconds, so I just take, and yeah, here it's getting really bad. I was a bit surprised still by the resignation, but the position is very bad. After king d7, possibly there's also a mate threat, yeah, just to show. I'm not sure that this is the best move, by the way, but like he has e5, but I'm threatening mate here with e5, like. But he can play this himself, and this definitely increases chances for survival. I will probably go rook c5 here again. Maybe. This is also not bad. Like slowly improving. That's the thing. Probably it should win, but it's still some work. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.